Good afternoon. Fire away.
Michael, you said the other night it was a very easy decision for you to come back here when the opportunity presented itself. What was it about your first run here that made you feel that way?
It's just like I said, when I first came back in like a bunch of interviews, it's just the people around the building. You obviously know your teammates, TJ, Marlon, Ronnie, Lamar, et cetera, Gus, and all those guys. But just the rapport I had like with our coaching staff, and obviously we know who Coach Harbs is. Mike McDonald was the linebackers coach at that time, but having familiarity with him, I played with Zach Orr, Levine. We can just go on and on about those guys, but like I said, seeing Manny and Shorty in the cafeteria again, Dr. Tricia, Miss Val, Johnny, like I have a real special relationship with all those people. So it's like a homecoming for me. So that was a no-brainer.
What have been your impressions of Anthony Weaver?
Oh man, he's awesome, man. I had Joe Cullen, two different type coaches, both great in their own right. But Coach Weaver's been in the game, played years, played here. He understands the culture. I understand what he wants from me, and it's just a pleasure to work with that guy. He brings a great energy to the game, great energy to practice, meetings. It's just like I said, it's everything you can really ask for. Being an ex-player and just understanding, the lows and everything, and he keeps everybody focused and energized and all that kind of stuff. It all plays a role. So he sees the game from a different viewpoint. So I think it's really beneficial.
So Michael, what's different about Michael Pierce when you left here to now that you're back?
I've grown a lot. I have a leadership role now. I had a little bit in Minneapolis, but like I said, my role's changed, but as a player, I think I've been rushing a lot better. I've been around the quarterback a lot this camp so far, and I've just been working on that part of my game as well as stopping the run. At that time when I first was here, we had Timmy Jernigan and Lawrence Guy, and they slid Zarius inside, and obviously Brandon in front of me. So I just was needed to be a run stopper. The league's changing. I'm a last of a dying breed, I like to say. But I think I'm getting better at the pass rush. I did well last year, and I just got to keep working on that part of my game.
Michael, Brent said he's been on part of a lot of the Ravens defenses. When he said he thought this could be the interior of the D-line could be one of the deepest he's been around. Do you echo that, being that you've been on the same Ravens defensive line?
Yeah, definitely. We have a chance. The way, I don't know if you guys have been seeing how Travis has been playing. He's going, that's the one. So, obviously, Brody's taking another step. AC's playing well. Obviously, we know what Calais can do. We just got a lot of talented guys. Obviously, we know who Herb is, and we got a lot of different looks we can give people. So, obviously, nothing is, set in stone until we play it out. But I think this group definitely has a lot of potential, and we got a lot of different sizes and a lot of different looks that we can throw at people. So, that's always good on paper. But, September 11th will show it.
Like you played with Brandon Williams. What's it feel like for you now, kind of taking those reins, and being the guy in there?
It's kind of crazy, man. Like I said, me and Baby are two different people. He is a very outwardly outgoing guy. Like I said, I'm more of a inner circle kind of outgoing guy. But no, I've learned so much from Brandon. I wouldn't be here without him. Obviously, he's like a big brother to me, and it's a little different. I don't sing and all that stuff, but he brings that energy to practice. So we kind of have Calais. He's kind of outwardly outgoing like that. But like I said, it's I got Calais in front of me, but it's just a pleasure just to be able to share knowledge with those guys. Like I said, for me, I came in here as an undrafted free agent. Brandon, LG, Albert McClellan, they all wrapped their arms around me and brought me along. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do for Trav and all the young guys. So it's cool, man. You never expect that kind of thing to happen when you're an undrafted rookie. So like I said, it's a full circle moment, but I'm enjoying it for sure.
Just talk about your excitement to play football this year.
Mm-hmm.
I know not a lot of football last couple of years.
Right.
But just your excitement to be back out there in training camp and play this year.
Yeah, man, this is a complete joy. So I only played 8 games last year due to injury, tore my calf, tore my tricep. So before I got hurt, I was playing really well, and it's time for me just to have a complete season, healthy and with a more well-rounded game. So I'm looking forward to this like never before. But especially once you sign your second deal and you get closer to 30, they say you nearing the end of the road. So it's time for me to put these last few together and really press the gas pedal.
Michael, you mentioned Travis standing out in practice. What is unique about him? What has really popped about him as a rookie that maybe you don't see all the time?
Okay, so the dude is 6'5". He's about as big as I am, and he can move. like really, really fluidly move. And I mean, I don't know why he went in the third round, but you don't really see too many of them folks. Like, I don't want to Chris Jones him, but like he kind of got some of those similar moves. So it's just a special kid, man. Some of that stuff you just cannot teach. And you know, obviously, you know, you work on your technique and stuff, but raw ability and just want to, he got it for sure.
A lot of people were looking when they put the pads on to see how you were going to give the test to the rookie first round pick, Paul Linderbaum. How did you think he held up against you? I mean, you're
Yeah.
guy going against
Yeah, no, he's feisty, man. And like I told some people the other day, just because you're a smaller guy doesn't mean you can't play or you can't hold up against people. This game is leverage. This game is really just want to. Like I said, I'm 6 foot. A lot of guys I go against are like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" in there. They might have longer arms than me, but I find a way to make my wins and make my impact on the game. So I think he's doing really well, to be honest with you. Anytime you got a full-fledged, you know, plethora of calls, you're out there with the ones, it's your first day, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's a lot. I didn't have to go through that. I was in the back at the beginning. So, no, man, he's doing really well. And like I said, he's feisty. And, you know, they've had plethora of centers who've been, you know, on the smaller side, who've gone to Hall of Fame. Jeff Saturday, you know, the Kelsey guy, and Philly. So, no, he's doing really well for sure.
Michael, how did you become a better pass rusher? I mean, is it a technique thing, a mentality thing? Like, what?
For me, it had to start with the mentality. You know, when I was called on to literally stop the run, stay in the A gap, and then like, you know, when people started leaving, I started getting a little more freedom. But it's just really, really time and repetition for me. Like I said, people like Travis, sometimes they just have it. For me, I had to develop, and keep working. So, like I said, it's been a long time coming. I showed a little bit, but I only had 8 games. So I still got a lot more to prove, I believe, and that's what I'm working on.
Is there a chip on your shoulder? It sounds like you're the 8 games last year, over you're not the other. Like, hey, I am still the guy.
Yeah, no, man. Like I said, you don't take any of these snaps for granted. I obviously learned that. You know, I was scared of COVID. I got triple vaccinated and all that stuff, and then I came back playing really, really well, and I just got hurt. So those things happen. But like I said, for me, I want to prove, especially, you know, turning 30 this year and however else long God gives me in this league, that I'm a really, really good nose guard. I want to be one of the top ones whenever I do decide to go out. So, no, I definitely got a chip on my shoulder, but like I said, I came from the back of the line, bro. It's going to be on my shoulder for the rest of my career. So.
I think you said this in a radio interview. In Minnesota, did you feel like you had more responsibilities to rush passer maybe because you weren't like playing a 2-gap role?
Yeah, but it's just a different scheme. So, you know, 3-4s, you got the 2-gap and stuff, but in those 4-3 schemes, and you got like, they just really, really want up front vertical push. It's just a different scheme. So, you know, you play next to Daniil Hunter and those guys, they screaming up the field. If you playing lateral how we do here and walling stuff off, that doesn't work. So, no, it's just a difference in scheme, and they did give me some freedom, and they've actually been giving me the same freedom. So, like I said, for me, it's just about nailing them down, and when it comes to September 11th, it's time to come home.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.